is a quick tip to add an extra dimension and a bit of pizzazz to your still images by having text move behind parts of the image. I'll show you in Final Cut Pro as well as Filmora, and this can be done in any editing software that has multiple tracks, masking abilities and keyframes. I've got a picture here of a lighthouse downloaded from Pixabay. I'll add it to the timeline with the E key. Just extend it a little and you'll see that it doesn't fill the whole screen. There's black bars on either side. So move over to the inspector and select Fill under Spatial Conform. And while holding the Option key, I'll duplicate the clip and drag it above. I've disabled the bottom clip, and that's by pressing the V key. Next, drag the Draw Mask effect from the effects browser inside that top clip. Let's increase the size of the viewer so that we can see more details. Use the little red button to move around the viewer to show the lighthouse part of the image, and then turn off the Transform tool so that the Pen tool shows for you to mask out the lighthouse. No need to be too accurate with the masking, but make sure you're outside the lighthouse though. Now select a title to drag into the timeline between the two clips. I've selected Blur as it's got a built-in blur effect at the beginning and the end so that the text doesn't need to travel all the way across the screen. You'll see what I mean in a minute. I'll return the viewer to its normal size. Place the playhead towards the beginning of the title where the blur still shows. Now type in the new words. Turn on the Transform tool and mark a keyframe from the top of the viewer. Move the playhead to the end of the title clip so that the blur is still showing. With the Shift key held down, and that's to constrain the movement of the text and keep it on a horizontal plane, drag the text of the viewer past the lighthouse, well before the right-hand edge of the screen. You'll see the red line indicating the path that it's taking. And finally, re-enable the bottom clip by pressing the V key again. Drag the playhead to the beginning of the clip and play. And as I said before, this concept can be applied to any video editing software that's got multiple tracks, masking abilities, and keyframes. I'll show you now in Filmora. Even though it doesn't have keyframes, it does include animation with its titles. The setup is the same as Final Cut Pro, with two duplicate clips and the title between. The difference here though is the way that the mask is applied. Use the shape mask and make it as narrow and as close to the edges of the lighthouse. Copy the track in the timeline and drag it above the third track. Hide the clip in the bottom track. Select the shape mask from the effects and the utility sidebar. Adjust so just the lighthouse is showing. Select a title and drag to the middle track. Position it beside the lighthouse. Double-click the title track and select the animation. Drag the slide right animation onto the title track and adjust the start and the end points. Try the path and finally turn on the bottom track and play. I'm here to help, so if you need assistance on a specific topic, I offer free support via email for urgent issues. Click the eye above for a link to my free support site. Otherwise, let me know in the comments below about topics that you struggle with, and I'd be happy to produce a YouTube video to help you solve those issues. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't done so already, please like, subscribe, and press the bell.